don't know if you've ever tried talking to a camera in public, but it's actually really hard. A lot of the times I'm actually out and about and I get inspired with something to say to the camera, and so often I just don't do it because I like just feel anxious, intimidated, shy. I like understand in my mind that it doesn't matter what people think about me, that I can do literally whatever I want, but I still find myself out there wanting to vlog and being too scared to because I just feel the presence of those other people. I'm gonna practice vlogging in public. There's no roadmap, no plan for this video. I just have to practice talking to the camera, arm fully extended in some public places. I'm kind of dreading this, but I also know it's good for me. Let's head to the city. You know,
we're gonna buy pants around here.
I'm still vibing with my 2 pairs of pants that I like.
Going to the city?
Yeah, and that's where the party is, so they may cascade into each other. Okay, it's time. It's time. I think the lens is a little dirty. So I've been pacing around afraid to actually start this thing, just sitting in my own nervousness, and where I feel it is really right here. That's where I feel my nervousness to do this sort of thing. Honestly, now that I'm in the process, it's already feeling much easier. And as I was pacing around, I walked by these girls filming a TikTok right in the middle of the sidewalk, and I was like, fuck it, it's time to start. I think as with a lot of things in life, this is one of those where just taking that first step is definitely the hardest, because as I was sort of pacing around, I was wondering if I was even gonna do it at all. But once I summoned that courage to just pull it out and start talking, I knew that I was gonna get the whole video done, and it's honestly feeling much lighter and easier. It's also okay to take your time, you know, and stumble and redo it. It's kind of counterintuitive why I wanted to do this in Manhattan as opposed to Brooklyn. I actually think that in my more intimate neighborhood, it's more difficult and intimidating to do this sort of thing, just because of that subtle idea that you might run into those people again. And it's interesting, like being in Manhattan where there's way more people, you actually get that anonymity of the crowd, and it's honestly a little bit easier to be yourself. This is going well. So what I'm practicing right now is actually a technique called exposure therapy, which is one of the most powerful tools you can use to overcome various anxieties that arise in your life. The thing about anxiety and nerves is it's based in like our brain's evolutionary need to survive, but in the present day and age, a lot of it is completely baseless. Like there's no threat to my survival. There's no reason I need to be anxious about holding a camera up in the air and talking to it. Not only is there no threat to survival, the thought that people are looking at me and judging me is largely completely made up as well. A really successful example of exposure therapy that I've experienced in my life is deciding to start wearing a helmet when I skate. So that's another one of those things that doesn't quite fit into our social norms. Wearing a helmet is extremely rare in skateboarding, and exposure therapy can bring you through these phases of healing and getting over that anxiety. And so with the helmet example, phase 1 was being too scared to wear a helmet whatsoever, essentially succumbing to that pressure, allowing the potential or real judgment of other people to interfere with your own personal decision. The next stage is saying f it, despite the discomfort, to wear the helmet anyway and just face that anxiety head on. That's where the exposure therapy starts to kick in, because as you practice that thing that you were so afraid of, you look around and realize that nobody cares, nobody's judging you, you're not dying, everything's actually fine. So that can embolden you to be more confident, to be yourself, to wear your helmet at the skate park, because you're giving yourself evidence that you don't need to hold on to that anxiety or nervousness. That brings you to stage 3, where you're not nervous at all, you're not anxious at all. That behavior, like wearing a helmet, is second nature to you, and you don't think twice about it. And what a powerful tool to be able to go from being too scared to do something to being confident and owning yourself. And that's the journey that I'm currently practicing with talking to a camera in public, so that I can create better videos. And look at this, nobody gives a single f***. at all. Another thought that helps me with this sort of thing is that if you think about things like wearing a helmet or vlogging in public and you feel that you're so worried about what other people are gonna think of it, it's actually kind of self-centered to think that all these people walking around actually care so much about what you're doing. Sometimes thinking about it that way can actually help me release all that fear and make me feel more confident. All right guys, Washington Square Park, the final boss. No buildings to hide from. I'm in the center of the field and I'm gonna point this camera at myself. Honestly, this isn't that bad. This is light work. One of my go-to techniques for dealing with anxiety is to actually try to watch it. When anxiety arises, the default thing to do is to attach yourself to it, so it becomes, I'm afraid to vlog in public. But actually what's happening is a feeling of anxiety or nervousness is arising. You don't have to attach yourself to it. What I like to do is scan my body and look for what's making me feel that way, and a lot of the times when I'm anxious about something, it's right here. It's literally a physical sensation that by some mechanism of my brain, I turn into a feeling of anxiety that I attach myself to, and it kind of makes it worse because then it clouds over my entire mind and experience. But that act of taking the back seat, observing it, which you can do in a meditation session, but you can also just do while you're walking around and while you're feeling it. Just take that back seat for a moment, observe it, see what it feels like. That act itself can actually help you disidentify with it. It can help you realize you don't need to identify with it, and it can help that feeling go away completely so you can get back to your life in a confident way. And nobody's really giving a shit about what I'm doing. I'm proud of myself.